Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Harley Quinn, the animated series, hardcover. This is the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour, Volume 1. So it's always going to be talking about a little bit of the story, the art, and of course, if it's worth the purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the dust jacket. It's kind of glossy look. The spine. You can see it's in the volume number 1. The back. Let's take a look at the book. If I can open it. Perfect. Front of the book. The spine. The back. Alright. Now let's take a look at the book itself. So what is this book about? And then I'll say this right now. This takes place shortly after Season 2 ends of the animated series. So, a bit of a spoiler alert. So if you've not seen the story, you've been warned. I am going to be talking about, wow, I can't speak right now. I will be talking about a little bit how the Season 2 of the animated series ends. So, you've been warned. So, the way this book starts off is essentially how the Season 2 book, this animated show ends. Which is, Harley Quinn ends up marrying Poison Ivy, and now they are on the run with Commissioner Gordon. And just like how the Season 2 ends, the animated series, literally this book starts off with that. Where they are on the run, trying to celebrate their honeymoon, and of course Commissioner Gordon is trying to arrest them for what they did in the show, which I'm not going to say, and that's that. So mainly the story is about them two, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, trying to celebrate their honeymoon while they're one being chased down by Commissioner Gordon, but two, other circumstances that takes place. I'm not going to say what happens because I don't want to spoil it, but certain villains come, certain villains capture certain characters, and also certain characters, like Poison Ivy, as you can see here, she's having trust issues and opening up. And that's what I like about it, because even though this book is very similar to the show, which is ridiculous, over the top, crazy, very sexual, like it's ridiculous, there's layers to it, and that's what I like about it, especially with Poison Ivy, because throughout the whole book, there's issues going on with Poison Ivy deep inside her, where she's scared of opening up and feeling a certain way. Which I'm not gonna say, we'll spoil it, but that's what I like about it, is even though there's all this craziness going on, they still add some kind of issues to it, layers to it, and I gotta say, man, I really dig it. I will say this though, this is not meant for everyone. So if you watch the animated series and you were not into it, do not read this book. Because what you see on the animated show, in terms of the silliness, the cursing, the nudity, like all the crazy stuff, is also present on here. The art's very similar, it's about 90% of it. There's some parts that's a little different from the animated show in terms of the style. But for the most part though, the art is very good, clean looking. I will say there is no art here that really stands out like, holy crap. It's just good and clean, very similar to the animated series. But the story itself is very good, man. Essentially what it is, like I said, they both want to celebrate their honeymoon. Shit happens, they have to deal with it, and they have to adapt. And of course, layered on craziness with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. And like I said, there is character development with Poison Ivy. And that's what I like about it, is even with all this is going on, there's still character development, especially with Poison Ivy. And I gotta say, man, I really dig it. It's just a fun, weird book. Like I said, not everyone's gonna like it. I can already tell. Because again, if you've seen the show and you did not like it, stay away from this book. If you've seen the show and you like that sense of humor, I would definitely recommend it. You're gonna love this book. For me, I was on the fence on the show. When I first started watching it, I wasn't really biting into it. Thought it was whatever. But I, took some time, watched it again, and I enjoyed it. And so that would be my advice to anyone, is if you've not been hooked on the show, maybe spend one day or two, just watch a couple episodes, and if it hooks you, then there you go, you're going to love it. If it doesn't hook you, then stay away from this book. And in terms of the pacing, it's fairly quick. There's some parts where the pacing does slow down, but for the most part, it's pretty quick. It's crazy, and that's what I like about it too, is that I want to keep reading because I want to see how they get to this place, like this person right here, the story, which I'm not going to say. I want to know what the heck's going on, why is Hush here, and then do explain it. And again, it connects all of it, which that's what I like about it. It does a lot of it shows you the ending, but it also throughout the book, it gives you the explanation of what happened leading up to that ending. And it does it throughout the whole story. And it's crazy, but it's fun though. And to me, this Harley Quinn animated series hardcover volume 1, it's a thumbs up for me. only if you're okay with the silliness and craziness. If you watch the show, like I said, I'm repeating myself multiple times because I want to make it clear. If you did not like the show, do not read this or buy it. If you like the show, definitely read this, man. I really did not expect it to like as much as I did. I had a good time. You got here with Nightwing, you got Batman, you got Hush, you got some crazy cameos, but it's just ridiculous and fun. And so to me, like I said, Harley Quinn animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour hardcover, Volume 1, thumbs up for me, man. Fucking book is awesome. It's fun, crazy, and I'd highly recommend reading it if you're a fan of the show. Let me know what you guys think. Have you read this book? Do you plan on reading this book? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So it includes an overview of Harley Quinn, the animated series, and the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour, Volume 1 hardcover, and on to the next one.